Hi bastards! Today, we will be reading through some of our AskReddit's finest publications. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. What are the not-so-fun parts of sex that no one talks about? After doing it with a condom, the effing AutoZone smell. That was oddly specific. And shockingly accurate. The opposite of cars. You burn more rubber when you upshift. I feel like a NASCAR fan now. Cars and sex in the same sentence. Who sends me my Jeff jacket in Copenhagen? Calf cramps. Dear God. Oh, and when she bounces a little too hard on top and you slip out and get crushed. Where's that one dude from a long while ago who seemed to search for comments like this and respond with a Wikipedia link for penile fracture when you absolutely don't need him? Not safe for work, Wikipedia link about penile fracture, not safe for work, thank me. Edit, I posted that without looking through it first. Anyway, it has a broken penis in it. Yeah, don't recommend clicking that. I did back in the day and the memories don't fade. You slip out and get crushed, SSS, AAAH. I cringed reading that. Shit definitely hurts. Well, if you were doing it straight Jesuit. Then at some point you might bang her up to the top of the bed headboard, then you might have to stop and scoot back down to begin banging process again. Like when your washing machine gets an uneven load and walks across the laundry room, I mean it could just be me. Kind of like those old typewriters where you had to slide them back to the starting position once you heard the ding. How do people come up with these cool analogies? My husband is quite a bit larger than me and I have to have a hand up on the headboard to avoid the issue. The shame of getting tired out before you come. Or not being able to come because you really have to fart. Or farting mid-cum. Shit is so embarrassing. Farting mid-cum is like burping during a meal. A compliment to the chef. What's your favorite anti-joke? What happens to sick horses? They go to the hospital. Ha 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 ha. Just kidding. They get shot. What's worse than finding a worm in your apple? Getting mauled by a bear. Or the Holocaust. Getting mauled by the Holocaust. Holocaust bears are the worst. The Chicago Bears are the worst. Ha ha ha. I'm going to share that with a guy the first work with. He loves the bears. What kind of psycho loves Holocaust bears? The answer is always the Holocaust. What's the worst thing you've done but don't regret? Prostitutes. This comment. That's the whole thread. Moving on. What's the most useless piece of life advice you have? If you've got money troubles, just get more money. Thanks Dr. Steve Brule. For your health yardingus. Worked for me. I got 2 raises and a side job. Only reason I can afford to eat. Just don't die. Dies. People who wear short clothes on cold days. Why are you doing this? To prove dominance. I'd rather be too cold than too warm. It's much easier to warm up than to cool down. Yeah, you can put on more clothes. But you can't take off your skin. Not with that attitude. Hairy legs. Hoping you were a dude. I grew up in Canada.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land.
What makes Walmart so weird? It's sort of the quintessential essence of what America has become. It's like a horribly realistic if not stereotypical view of the modern common man. So accurate and so depressing. When I lived in the South, it was often the only viable grocery option with a drive time less than 20 minutes. I think I stepped in Walmart twice in 5 years living out west, and it was under the same circumstances. I needed some camping supplies and only option available. Even though I think I carry myself with at least a modicum of class, something about that store made me feel like I'm trashier simply for coming in contact with so many trashy people at once. Throwing the blanket, trashy, label on people of a lower socioeconomic standing for simply being in a particular store is really why you're becoming trashy. Nah, fam, you can be poor and carry yourself with some semblance of dignity. I have an extended family that can attest to that. I'm not saying that stepping foot in a Walmart makes you de facto trashy. But Walmart certainly serves as an aggregational conduit for trashy people. I'm defining trashy here as one with total disregard for basic social customs. Ill-fitting clothing, inability to follow basic foot traffic rules because they're too engrossed in the happenings of their mobile phone, lack of volume control, yelling across the store, entering loud verbal discrepancies with their party or store personnel etc., or just otherwise serving as a nuisance. I realize you can spot these traits in other shopping centers as well. But I think Walmart has done an exceptional job of normalizing them and serves as the leading beacon of somnambulant consumerism. Those behaviors transcend socio-economic standing, and it reflects on a poor understanding or willful disregard of basic responsibilities toward the community at large. Brew Walmart didn't normalize Jack. They capitalized on the poverty and wage suppression that our government has normalized. I'm not trying to be an outright dong just for the sake of it. I'm being a dong to make 2 points. A, people can carry themselves however they please until it imposes on your ability to do the same. B, any weird shit that goes down in Walmart at high concentration goes down because masses of under-earning consumers are pushed there, and these trashy people would otherwise be spread across many businesses across a larger geographical areas. This isn't people being trashy. It's optics. It's another symptom of the failures of our oligarchy. Because people already know there are no expectations of class, so they feel free to be their uncivilized selves. Like Whole Foods, okay, put in a little effort and try to project oneself as a normal, upstanding citizen. For Walmart, screw it, just show up barefoot wearing underwear and a towel. I still don't get it. I moved to an area with a Walmart less than 10 minutes from my house. It's the closest place to buy groceries, so I'm there a lot. I'm still wearing pants and trying to appear like a normal person despite going there frequently. There are normal people in there, but there are also super effing weird and sketchy people in there. I just don't get it. Where do these people come from? And why is it that they all go to Walmart? Sometimes Walmart isn't even the cheapest place in town. But they still go there instead of going to the other places in town. I go everywhere and never see these trashy people at the other stores. Just Walmart. How did you lose your virginity? Eagerly and quickly. By having sex. I was 16. My sister's best friend was staying the night. My sister was too busy on MySpace talking to frig boys, so her friend snuck into my room where I was in bed watching TV. She kept getting closer to me as the night went on, and my sister didn't bother us. We ended up playing Uno and she stayed the whole night with me. Next morning I was sitting on the couch and she sat with me and put her head on my shoulder. Stepdad walked by and gave me a thumbs up. Why does this sound like a porno plot? Lol, it would have been such a long porno with lots of "what the frig are you doing, you inexperienced twat." My right hand. My Uncle Jim and his chloroform rag. Did his bum hurt the next day? I don't know, but it definitely felt a lot looser. Is your uncle a Catholic priest too? Dear Redditors that have been hypnotized for a show, were you really hypnotized or what? Yes, ever watch Everybody Loves Hypnotoad? It's gone downhill since season 3. No, what's that?
Everybody loves Hypnotoad.
All glory to the Hypnotoad. All glory. What is your best way to kill time in an airport? Counter-Strike with the volume up.
Bomb has been planted.
Start a massage train with strangers. Play Phone Spy. Find a crowded waiting area. Choose a picture of your cat and airdrop it to a random stranger. If you can identify the person who received your photo without them noticing you, you score a point. My sister and I went to a concert once and airdropped this picture of a baby rhinoceros to every phone in our range before the concert started. There were a lot of confused people looking around trying to figure out what was going on. Escorts of Reddit. Who was the weirdest client you've ever had? Not me, but a friend of my ex was a professional, as she called it. Just outside Reno. When I knew her she was pushing 40 and had been out of the business for 10 years, but my favorite story of her was when she was paid $10K to accompany one of her regular guys to his 20-year high school reunion. He bought her a ticket and flew her to Texas. Her job was to basically act as his girlfriend for the reunion, complete with backstory. She said they had sex once the whole weekend, but that he basically went around to all the people there introducing her to them. He wasn't even a well-off guy. He sold used cars for a living and took out a loan to finance the trip. Just so he could pass off a hooker as his girlfriend at his 20-year reunion. Oh, and during the reunion she fucked his best friend because she thought he was cute. So this guy's best childhood friend hooked up with a woman he thought was his best friend's girl. I'd have loved to see that come to light. Yeah, that's just sad. And paid $10K for pretending being his GF and then plays Uno with his best friend. Brew. For $10K you get the realistic experience. Alright bastards, that's all for today. I need to get my robot wiener oiled up now. Make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications to see more of this. Also, comment Gucci 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 if you're still watching. I'll pick one of you and you'll win absolutely nothing. Congrats bastards. And see you next time.